Hi friends, I have already spoken about the difference between narration and conversation. In between these two, narration and conversation, which is the more effective way? Of course, it is conversation. But when we are taking part in any drama, any playlet, we find different characters. Each character has his own way of talking, his own tone, his own voice, so that we can identify different voices and we can enjoy the play. In this entire story, we have three characters. Uh, Three characters in the sense, of course, two cranes, one turtle, baby turtle, and mother turtle. So, when we are taking these three characters, two cranes are talking together. As such, for those two cranes, we can give one voice. And for baby turtle, one voice. And for mother turtle, another voice. Because here baby turtle was talking to mother turtle, and baby turtle was talking to the cranes, and the cranes together were talking to the turtle, baby turtle. So, here three voices have to be there for those characters. So, for giving different voices to the story, we need to have a mimicry artist, right? Do we have a mimicry artist? No, don't worry. We have kind master. If a single person takes the role of all characters in delivering the dialogues, our kind master helps us in change over the voice. Hi friends, many of you have heard the story of clever cranes and a foolish turtle. Have you heard? If you haven't, just listen to it. Whatever story we listen to, it contains some moral in it. This story also has moral in it. Let's start. Once there were two cranes flying in air. Their flight was noticed by a small turtle. It was talking to itself.
How lucky those cranes are! They're able to fly to greater heights with their beautiful feathers. But what about me? I have no feathers. I can't fly like them.
When it was lost in its thought, Mother Turtle called its baby. But it is not in a mood to hear its mother's words. Mother approached the baby and asked, "How long have I been calling you? What happened to you? What are you thinking about?" asked Mother.
Yes, I am thinking about that God who had shown discrimination in this way.
Said the baby turtle in angry tone. "Eh, why are you angry with God?" asked Mother Turtle.
Look at those birds, how they are flying. We could have flown like those birds if we had feathers,
said the turtle in a complaining way. "No, my dear baby, God doesn't show any sort of discrimination. He gave us some abilities which those birds don't have. We can hide our delicate body in this shell. We can withstand weather conditions because of this shell. But do those birds have this ability? We should be satisfied with what God has given. We shouldn't aspire for what we don't have." But the small turtle was not convinced with its mother's words. After some time, those cranes landed on the place where they found that sorrowful turtle and asked reason for its sadness.
I want to fly like you, but I can't. We move very slowly on this land,
said the baby.
You don't worry, we can make you fly,
said the cranes.
Me? How is it possible?
Said the baby turtle. They flew and came back with a stick.
See, we both will hold the stick on both of its end. You just catch hold of it in the middle so that you can also fly with us. But don't open your mouth during our flight,
said they.
Thank you very much, my dear friends. I will agree to your proposal.
expressed its happiness. Both the cranes held both ends of the stick with their beaks shown in the picture. The turtle caught hold of it with its mouth in the middle of the stick. Those cranes started flying. First time the turtle was able to see beautiful mountains, trees, and oceans. It couldn't control its excitement.
Wow!
It opened its mouth and fell down in a small village. Two villagers approached and said to each other, "How lucky we are! Today we can enjoy our meal with this turtle's meat." Thus, it became food to those villagers. Thus, this story is the combination of narration and conversation. See, you learnt reported speech, right? In English language, you learnt reported speech. When two persons are talking to each other, then the sentences are said to be in direct speech. If the person's words are spoken by third person, then it is said to be indirect speech. When two persons are talking to each other, then it is called direct speech. When these words are spoken by the third person, then it is called indirect speech. All intermediate students and these degree students learn this direct and indirect speech theoretically. So theories are given. But as far as CBSE students are concerned, they will learn direct indirect speech in the form of reported speech. See, suppose some reporters, how do they collect the reports? They go somewhere and collect all the information and write it in the form of report. That is what is known as reported speech. While making the reports, what do they use? Indirect speech only they use, because as a third person they are narrating everything, right? That is what is known as reported speech. In our next class, if possible, we will learn about that reported speech. Until then, bye.